Hello people, my name is Rajmani and I am a subject matter expert in Department of Civil Engineering at 9sem.com. In this video, I am going to discuss about the execution department in a construction project. As the name suggests, execution department in any construction project deals with the implementation of drawings, specifications, method statements and other general guidelines on construction at site. To explain this in layman's terms, one can say that execution department converts your plans on paper to actual construction on site. They are given a patch of land in case of fresh construction and documents containing all the drawings and specifications and are required to convert this patch of land into something envisioned by the architect while also satisfying the criteria of safety, reliability and durability specified by the designer. The execution department generally consists of construction supervisors, site engineers and construction managers. Each of them has different roles, responsibilities and skill sets. Supervisors report to site engineers report to construction manager. Project manager is also the term used to describe a construction manager at site. Here we will discuss the responsibilities of site engineers and the key skill sets required to be won. Let's first discuss the responsibilities of a site engineer. A site engineer acts as the main technical advisor on a construction site for subcontractors, craftspeople and operatives. That is, he is the person with ample knowledge of civil engineering, be it practical or theoretical. He initiates the construction by explaining the drawings and is the go-to guy whenever the people working at site encounter any problem in execution. He undertakes surveys and sets out site by giving levels of elements, including laying of various elements such as footing, columns, beams, staircases, etc. It's his responsibility to ensure that technical specifications and drawings are being followed to ensure their correct implementation. For example, implementation of method statements. The methods statement is a statement by which construction procedures for important activities of construction are stated, checked and approved. Being a technical person, he is responsible for the overall quality of work on his site. He should therefore strive to have the best quality of work, as the quality of work is a sign of competence and commitment to work of a site engineer. Manages day-to-day operations at site, including supervising and monitoring the site labor force and the work of any subcontractor. He maintains reports such as DPR, DMR, DLR and other paperwork related to site and forwards them to respective departments for smooth management of project. These terms that you are hearing right now, DPR, DMR and DLR, we will be discussing them in our next video. So let's just get back to the responsibilities here. It's also the responsibility of a site engineer to keep a record of materials and resources required at his site and intimate in advance about it to the construction manager for a smooth completion of tasks at his site. He also measures the work done by subcontractor and passes it on to the billing department. The safety of everybody present at his site is his responsibility. Although these days there are safety engineers available at every site, but as a protocol, the site engineers must ensure safety guidelines are being followed at site. Okay, so these are the responsibilities of a site engineer. Now let's have a look on the skills required to fulfill these responsibilities. Technical knowledge is of course a necessity which almost everyone with good academic background has. Now what separates a fresher from an experienced site engineer is the knowledge of relevant IS codes, including ones with methods of measurement of work. Site engineers should also have basic knowledge of DSR, SOR and PAR are the standard rates of items and works. I must stress on the word basic because the detailed knowledge is required for billing and estimation, which is the work of other departments. Proficiency in reading and understanding GFC drawings. This is the most important skill that a site engineer must possess. So if you are a fresher, you must learn to understand structural and architectural drawing, because proficiency in understanding drawings makes all the difference. concentration and attention to detail. This is something that is an inherent quality in an engineer because of the huge cost that could be incurred if you have missed something while interpreting drawings or in implementing them. Another key skill set required is the methodical approach to work. While taking up a project, there are many constraints such as time, capital, resources, quality, etc. It becomes essential for one to establish or develop some kind of patterns with sequences in order to complete the work. So the site engineer should be capable of analyzing all these constraints and coming out with tactics and techniques which result in completion of work in a time and capital efficient manner. Another skill set required is shrewdness in analytical problem solving. This point requires a detailed explanation, so it will be taken up in our upcoming videos. Communication skills, written and oral for a site engineer are very important because at the site he has to establish communication effectively with a range of other professionals, for example construction managers, quantity surveyors, subcontractors, architects, designers and other engineers. Physical fitness. So the job of a site engineer is very physically demanding. Most often he or she has to access areas where a comfortable mode of access is absent. A site engineer has to climb ladders, trod through rough terrain and work in scorching sun. So you have to be physically sound and should have the capability to endure physically rough working environment. So that's it for this video. In our next video on execution department, we will be discussing these responsibilities and skills in detail, where we will be explaining you terms that I have used in this video such as DPR, DMR, DSR, SOR, etc. So stay tuned for our upcoming videos. And if you have any doubt regarding this video, feel free to contact us at 9SAM. Thank you.